Okay, Rare Beauty just came out. So I got all of these guys from the new Selena Gomez Rare Beauty collection. I didn't get every single color, obviously. I'm just trying these products out. Mostly to see if I want to, I don't know, I kind of want to update my professional kit for next year. But I'm trying them out on myself, and I'm going to show you what I got. Okay, so we're ready to go. My skin is prepped and primed. I've got my skincare, my moisturizers, my sunscreen, everything underneath that needs to be there is there. So we're gonna get started. I'm just gonna start by showing you guys what I got. So I actually had to go to two Sephora's because I just forgot some stuff, and I still forgot something. I did not get the fixative spray that they have, and I forgot to get their brow product, and I also don't have the blotting sheets, or I think they have a blotting powder that comes with it too, but I didn't get that either. Start off, gonna get this out of the way for now. This is G foundation. I got it in the shade 170. I also got it in the corresponding concealer. Now I have a feeling that these are going to be a little light for what I look like now, but it should be fine. I can just bronze it out if anything. It's got a nice big doe foot applicator with a little divot or a little pocket inside to hold any excess foundation. The concealer I also got in 170 actually has kind of a different shape. I've never seen a concealer wand in this shape before, so must be for more precision. I also got two of the lip soufflé matte creams, one in the shade Fearless and the other in the shade Brave. Oh, so the applicator for these guys is kind of a longer version of the concealer applicator. A little bit tapered on the sides for more precision, I'm assuming. I also got two of the blushes. I believe Joy is in the dewy formula and Love is in the matte formula. Oh, the applicator on these guys is kind of interesting. I haven't seen an applicator like this in a while. I can't think off the top of my head where I've seen it, but it's got a little bit of an indentation inside to hold excess product, and kind of a stubbier, almost boot-shaped applicator too. So really easy to probably dot and spread on the cheeks. And then I also got the illuminator as well, the liquid illuminator in Enlightened. Kind of more of like a neutral pearlescent shade. And the applicator is similar. I think it's the same applicator for the blushes too, just a little boot-shaped one. And then last but not least, the eyeliner. It's in an interesting shape. It's like a ballpoint pen almost. And the applicator for this guy, okay, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's a brush tip. It's just a bit of a thicker brush tip. Now, I'm pretty picky with my eyeliners. My go-to of all time has always been the Clinique Pretty Easy liquid eyelining pen. I've been obsessed and loyal to this guy ever since I worked at Clinique. I have tons of them in my kit and in my personal collection. But with this guy, I'm interested to see how it performs. Now with liquid illuminators, I typically put them actually underneath everything. I don't love a harsh emphasis on my cheekbones when they have some texture on it. Excuse my mirror, that's going to be in frame with a tacky little sticker in the back. Yeah, so my skin right now has a bit of texture. My skin is kind of combination. It's got dry patches, it gets a little bit oily in some areas, and I do have some hyperpigmentation as well. So I will not be applying these products directly onto my face. I'm just gonna have my handy dandy little palette just off camera to grab product for me, just so I don't know, I just, it's not hygienic. I don't love it. Even though these are my personal products, it's just preference, I guess. But I'm sure that the little boot-shaped tool would be pretty good. I'm just only using one little scoop of that guy. So I will probably blend it out with a sponge. This is actually a new sponge too. I've never tried the Morphe sponges. Okay. Okay, so I'm not gonna go too crazy, but that's really cute actually. I might even reapply over my nose later. Yeah, that blended out pretty nicely. And I'm sure it'll look great underneath the foundation. I'm gonna put a little bit more on my right cheek, and then I'm gonna move on. Okay, so next up we've got the foundation. The packaging is really unique. It kind of gives me Fenty vibes, but the ones with the silver component gives me kind of Marc Jacob vibes. Very Sephora. But it also, the minimalism of it reminds me of the brand Ilia, the Washington-based all-natural brand. Reminds me of Ilia a lot too. So I quite like the packaging as well. I'm just going to use 1 scoop of this guy for now. And I'm going to apply it with my favorite foundation brush. It's just a nice, really dense brush from NYX, the 03. So we'll go in. Okay, this was a pretty good color match. Tone-wise, it is a titch warmer than what I am naturally. And it is lighter for sure than what I am right now. So gonna get my ears too. I might need another scoop, but it's pretty liquidy. That's why I didn't apply it with a sponge. And it blends out pretty well. I do see already that it's catching on to a little bit of the dryness going on right now on my cheekbones, but it's just, these dry patches are impossible, I swear. This definitely is a lot thicker than the foundation. Of course it would be, it's a concealer. I use about half of an application on my palette, and if you can see that, half an application. And oh, I forgot to show you guys, I bought the brush too, the concealer brush. I actually intended on buying all the color products. I forgot the brow, but it's fine. And the brushes. Okay. So I'm gonna put it in the inner corner, outer corner, and blend it into the middle. Oh, okay. The concealer actually blended in pretty well. Oh, it's kind of hard to do from far away, but blended in pretty well, I would say. Still, I can see the foundation clinging for dear life onto my dry spots though. So I'm hoping by the end of me getting ready, they will chill out a little bit. And I'm just kind of spot concealing right now. The brush is fine. I'm pretty impatient with blending. So the face usually takes me the longest on myself and on clients, just because I really want it to be blended. If I'm not using an airbrush machine, it takes me just a bit longer. I'm gonna go in with a sponge. I might actually go back in with the illuminator too. It's still giving me a nice soft glow, but I really liked the color. My nose is still popping though. It's so cute. I'm gonna actually do my brows off camera. Everything that I use that isn't from Rare, I think I'm gonna do off camera. But yeah, I'm gonna do my brows and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back because I'm gonna show you guys the concealer as like how it cleans other makeup off. So tiny dab of the concealer on my palette, tiny brush, and I'm just gonna quickly fix up my brows. I do need to wax them again, but this is not that video. And it blends out pretty seamlessly, even with this tiny dense brush. The one thing that I hate sometimes about doing anything precise on top of a well-blended surface is, you know, obviously the risk of disturbing the layer underneath. But I feel like these products are melting really well together. Okay, I'm really excited to put these guys on. I think I'm gonna layer them just because I want to try all the colors that I bought today. I'm gonna use one, I was gonna say serving. One application of the Joy one, the dewy one, and then I'll do half an application of Love, the matte one, just in case I need to deepen something, just because the color of this foundation right now, I can tell that I will definitely need to deepen it up a little bit, and I want to use as much Rare as possible in this. So I'm actually going to go in with Zishkai. It's stained, not dirty. So I'm just dabbing and diffusing on my palette. A little dab, a little diffusion. Oh my god. Gonna go in with a clean brush and quickly blend that out. That was really pigmented. And then no, also I have not powdered anything yet either. Just want to see how everything kind of looks. Oh my gosh. That was really pigmented. I don't think I needed a full scoop of that one. Okay, I'm gonna go back in, not dipping any more product, just whatever was on this already. I like to focus most of my color, like, oh my god, most of my cheek color on the back, what is this called? Kimberly, you went to makeup school. You should know. Yeah, I like to focus my color on the hollows of my cheek just to deepen up the face. If you wanted a more fresh and awake look, I would definitely go on the apples, but for now, this is what I prefer for my face. Put a little bit on the nose. Definitely gonna go back in with that illuminate. Oh, I don't know if I need it on camera. It does not look like I need it. So Selena does not have any eyeshadow palettes or kind of powder face items at the moment besides her blotting powder, from what I could see. I'm not sure if or when she will release any, but these cheek, what are they called? These soft pinch liquid blushes, the matte, or this was the dewy one. The dewy one, it's really nice. It's really cute. I did let some bleed onto the apples of my cheeks too, just because this kind of color deserves to kind of show here. I could stop here, but I won't. So a little tiniest dab and diffusion into the palette. Okay, this I will definitely concentrate on the back. Okay. So this one, I'm just using this to deepen it up. You won't really see the true color of this one in this video or this look. But it's really cute. Put a little bit up here instead of bronzer. No, I have been on a blush kick all year. So this, actually, the amount of blush I'm using right now may not seem like a lot to a lot of people, but I never used blush on myself, you know, until maybe like a few years ago. And even then, that was like really minimal. But this kind of reminds me of actually the first day of makeup school. So I went to Blanche McDonald's in Vancouver, and I think the first day, or definitely within the first week, we were doing blush application. And girl, let a clean brush just to blend everything out again. Let me tell you, we all walked out with super flushed, super rosy cheeks. Oh my gosh. So these guys actually blended out really, really nicely. I really like these so far. Gotta stay sus, is what my best friend and I would say. Shout out to Elijah. That's really cute. I really like that. My other best friend Sherry, actually, she and I were at University Village together in Seattle, and we went to the Sephora there, and we both got the same blush. We both got that matte one that Love, and she used it on her lips, and it looks incredible on her. So I'm not gonna use it on my lips today. I'm gonna use the actual lipsticks, but these cheek blushes, whatever, these are nice. I'm just gonna powder my face off camera real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, powdered. So I'm gonna actually go in with the eyeliner. And again, I'm really picky with my eyeliners just because I like to do a lot of graphic work. So today I'm actually gonna test, you know what, I'm gonna powder my eyebrows really quickly. Or I'm gonna powder my eyelids really quickly because my eyelids tend to be really oily. Okay, so I'm really picky with my eyeliners. I'm gonna try it out as a normal kind of wing, and then I'll just do like, my go-to everyday look is just a tiny line just in the crease of my eye that kind of blends out. I think if you guys have seen my Instagram, that's usually what I'm doing in my stories. It's just every day, just super quick. I'll do that really quickly. Okay, that drew a nice fine line. So that's the liner. I'm gonna do a little bit of mascara off camera on the bottoms. Okay, just gonna brush out my lash extensions, which, as you can tell, I'm in need of a fill. I'm getting a fill next week, but I can kind of spread them out enough to make them look kind of even. Okay, so last but not least, I am going to use the lip soufflés. So I'm gonna actually line my lips a little bit just because I do want a bit of a more defined lip. Just a little bit. Maybe like on just the outer edges. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the darker shade with Fearless first. When I saw the swatches of these guys in the store, I'm gonna actually apply it directly to my lip. They look like they're pretty compatible, so I'm gonna layer them. Ooh, they're really like buttery. So this is just Fearless by itself with a little bit of a lip liner on the outer edges. So you can, while I was applying this, I could tell that this is definitely not meant for a super sharp lip without a liner. But the texture is really buttery. Okay, this is Brave. I'm gonna put it just in the center just to warm it up a little bit. I really like that. I'm actually gonna go back in, like I said before, with the illuminizer again. I'll just on top of my cheekbones and back of my nose just to finish this off and show you guys maybe up close. So even on top of other makeup, it blended out pretty nicely. This sponge, I'm not sure about, however. I'm actually gonna use a little bit of a fixative spray just because I'm still seeing my dry patches. They're very evident on my face. Okay. I will also wear this throughout the day. Try to give you updates. It's pretty hot today. That's what it looks like. The skin finish, the liner, the lips. So you can actually see right around here is where you can see my texture a little bit. There was some texture on the cheeks. The illuminizer makes it a little bit more flattering. Yeah, like I was saying, I've been getting hormonal breakouts on my chin lately. Sorry, I have to add more color here. But overall, it's pretty cute. I think my, and then under the eye, the concealer has started to kind of flake away. So I'm gonna go back in. Excuse the workout bench in the back. Just gonna brush that away. Excuse the bottom mascara too. It's something new that I'm trying out and I don't know if I like it. Actually, I know I don't like it. So, okay, I know why this is flaking off. It's my sunscreen. Sunscreen's important, but can be pretty annoying when you do start layering things on top of it. I'm impressed with the cheek souffle, or no, the lip souffles, the cheek colors, and I quite like the illuminizer. The foundation, I really hope that it melts into my skin a little bit better later today. The concealer blended out pretty nice, and it had really nice coverage. The eyeliner was okay. It was definitely usable, but we'll see how it lasts on my oily ass eyelids. But you can draw, as you can see, a really nice fine line and a little bit of thicker line. It's not the thickest line that you could draw, but I'm sure that you can get a nice thick line with it too. But yeah, I will check back in later today. Just a little update. Everything looks pretty good. The only thing I noticed so far, it's been like 3 hours, is the liner kind of melted a bit underneath that line, and then above here. The foundation and concealer do emphasize my face texture right now. My face is looking a little rough just because I had a weird experience with a peel about a month ago and it's still recovering. But all in all, it's okay. I would probably use maybe a richer primer or a richer moisturizer underneath the foundation because it is catching onto my dry patches, as you can kind of see over here. My nose for sure, and then in this area too. Forehead looks fine, I guess, but yeah, cheek products still look really beautiful. The products I forgot to mention earlier, they did blend in together really nicely. I think they were made to layer and to work with. Like you could keep rubbing or buffing in the blushes to the foundation. I don't know if you noticed earlier, but I did quite a bit of that. But yeah, that's what it looks like right now. See you guys later. Hi, I am glistening. It is boiling outside right now, but the foundation actually melted in really nicely. The eyeliner is still smudged further, but it melted in really nicely. I can still again see lots of texture. I can't really see with my camera though, but it's like also really shiny too. So I don't know how I feel about it. I think this might be my final update for the day, just because I will definitely need to take a shower and like wash my face once I get home. But I was definitely impressed with the blushes and the, oh my god, this mascara is a mess. That's a whole nother story. But I was definitely impressed with the blushes, the illuminizer, and the lip color too. I actually reapplied, I forget what the warmer one was. I think it was Brave. I don't remember. But I reapplied that one and I really love it. But I think the foundation and concealer are probably a no for me. But also, like, it's really hot out, so I gotta give it that. It's like almost 90 degrees outside, I think. And for some reason, I was in hoodies. But yeah, I was just running around. I obviously had a mask on too, so it didn't really do the best for that, but I don't know. The cheek products definitely melted in really nicely though. Thanks for watching. Definitely give the cheek products and lip products a go though. Those were definitely a win for me.